Alright, we're going to get started on the tier list, but before we do, just want to show you guys a quick clip real quick. I know it's pretty standard for Jack, but I was feeling myself right here and I had to show you guys this. Watch. Pump fake, in with the dash, and then drain a three in your mouth, bro. You cannot tell me that wasn't clean, bro. Yo, what's up, guys? Before we get started on this video, can you guys do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button? I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so I could use all the support I can get. So yeah, without further ado, let's hit this tier list now. Alright, to get us started off here, we are going to grab Luther and throw him in C tier. This might be controversial, but in my opinion, Luther's just kind of trash, man. All he's got is dunk. He's a heavy finisher. If he has the ball into the hoop, you can pretty much assume it's a confirmed dunk, long range or short range. Has alright mobility, but that's about it. Luther, in my eyes, is completely card dependent in this meta. You look at a lot of Luthers in ranked, you'll see him hitting mid-range, maybe a long-range 3 sometimes, but that's mainly because they have good cards, like a gold or a platinum. But yeah, that's the reason he'll be in C for this one. Alright, next on the list, we're going to be moving to B tier, and we're going to throw Lee in there. Definitely a very solid offensive center. A lot of his attributes revolve around like an offensive play style. He has a very good shot. He also has a good board. Power rebound is one of his attributes, which is a very solid attribute to have for a center. But overall, with this recent comp and the meta going around right now, I just think he's very like situational. I mean, his fadeaway, for example, it's good here and there for a mix-up. But would I rather a center with touch pass or chip out? Yes. In my opinion, there's just better options to go with when you're going for the big role. And also his passing is pretty bad as well. So we're going to throw him in B. Alright, and next on the list here, going to join Lee in B tier is Krista. Now, opposite of Lee, she's going to be more on the defensive end. A lot of her attributes revolve around a defensive role. She does a great job at getting the ball and keeping your team's possession with things like power rebound, block and catch, you know. Her Prestige 5 ability also helps the entire team keep their stamina for a bit longer. And she's also pretty tall. She's got some good height to her, so like those early tip outs and boards will be easier for her to get. Now, other than those things, she's very lacking on the offensive end. Her dunk is pretty much her only redeeming quality. She doesn't have a shot, but yeah, she's in B. Now next on the list, we're going to move to A tier with Big Dog. Big Dog is a very solid center if you're looking for a playmaker. Definitely this big I would go with in the current meta. Sure, he doesn't have a dunk at will, but what he's lacking for an offense, he makes up for his playmaking ability, I would say. A lot of his attributes revolve around getting a board and getting it to the open man for a 2 or a 3. He reminds me very much of like a point guard center, like hybrid in a lot of ways. I mean, some things that Big Dog lacks though, like I said, he doesn't have a dunk at will, so he's going to have a hard time on the offensive end. And he does tend to have a harder time than most bigs getting boards. I mean, his shot is all right, but kind of like Luther, if you want a shot to hit, he's pretty card dependent. But definitely a solid playmaking big. So for those reasons, I'll put him in A. All right, next on the list, we're going to be moving to Jimmy, who I could even debate belongs in A+, but we're going to keep him in A for now. Just a very good all-around big, offensively and defensively. He has things like his massive shot, which is kind of like his own little fadeaway, which I have yet to see be like actually blocked. So it's a pretty solid attribute. More so just misses like rarely. He does not have a dunk at will, but he makes up for that with his massive strike ability. It's his own sort of like dunk at will. It just takes a bit more stamina out of him. But it's good if you're in a pinch and need a quick 2-point, you know. He has power rebound, which is also a very solid attribute to have for bigs. His defense is pretty solid, whether it be like under the hoop or like in front of a shot. But yeah, some things he's lacking in. He's a big boy, so he's going to struggle to get around the court as fast, but that can be fixed with a few P buffs. I know he has a speed P buff he can get. So his mobility is kind of lacking in a few ways. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, oh yeah, I can't forget his passing. His passing is very weak. I mean, even from like, I would say from the hoop to like the 3-point line, it's very shaky whether he's going to get that pass off or not. So for those reasons, we're going to keep him in A. All right, and finally on the list, we are going to move on to Big Joe, who I think belongs in A+. I hear a lot of big mains in the community saying he's the best center in the game. Very solid on the offensive end. I like to think of him like a better Luther, if you will. He has a good amount of different options to score, whether it be his dunk or a shot. He's one of the only centers likely who has shooting touch, which is nice. His mobility is pretty solid and can be even better with the right P buffs. Some things he's lacking in, he doesn't have a power rebound, but I hear some people around the community saying like even without the power rebound, he still does a good job getting boards, so that might not even matter all that much. But one thing that like really sucks about him is one of his attributes is called the Galaxy Dunk, and it's kind of just a waste of a slot in my opinion. Literally hits like 50% of the time, even when wide open, it'll sometimes miss. But yeah, other than that, he's a very solid center, and I would even consider him the best in the game. Definitely worth $12.99 if you're looking to get him. But yeah, guys, this is my list right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know Camila isn't on the list as of yet. It's just because she's only been out for like a few weeks. I still want some time to like test her out and all that, play against her just to see how good she really is or can be. We'll probably have an update video later on. But yeah, we're looking to roll out some of these videos every week, so I'm thinking next week we might move on to point guards. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.